Hello, welcome to Moonsong Designs. Thank you for joining me. Today's project is this lovely little bag. This one's in Perfect Plum and this one's in Crushed Curry. It's quite a good size, I think. It's decorated just on the front. When I did my prototype I used the Summer Silhouettes stamp set, but for this I've used a stamp from the Bloom For You set, and this is from Back to Basics Alphabet. A few stamps, a couple of punches. It fastens with a brad and a candy dot, and this is made using the tag topper, the scalloped tag topper punch, which I think is really lovely. So to make your bag you need a piece of card which is 20 by 26 centimetres, and I thought we'd try it in the basic black. And basic black's a colour that I've been meaning to get and then I keep forgetting, and I finally remembered to put it on the order this last week, and it arrived yesterday, so I thought it's a perfect time to give it a go. So on the long side you need to score it at 2 centimetres, 12 centimetres and 16 centimetres. So for the 2 centimetres I'm just going to use the measurements down the right hand side, and I'm going to twizzle it round and do the 12 centimetres and the 16, excuse me, and then on the long side we're going to do it at 4 centimetres and 16 centimetres. So 4 and then 16. I'll put this away for a second. We will need it back again because there is a little bit of extra cutting on this. It's going to fall off. Right, so you're left with, I don't know whether you can see them really, but you're left with a narrow scored section at the top with a rectangle at each corner. You need to remove those, so we'll do that first. Straighten that up a bit. And then here you've got two squares. You need to cut and notch both of those. I've seen there's a demo in France who makes beautiful boxes, and she does use a lot of things like the black. I think it was Valentine's. She did make some beautiful boxes using black, and I thought they're lovely, and I don't know why I've never thought of using black before to make a box, because it doesn't have to be dull. You know, black isn't a boring colour at all, and I think hopefully this is going to look quite elegant, but we'll see. Right, now you need to round the corners on here, and for that, because I've got it out, wait for the crash, hang on, the trimmer is going to go everywhere, I'm going to use the punch board. So I'm just going to get rid of, well, not get rid of, but I've lost my, there it is, my burnishing tool. So I'm just going to burnish these two bits just so that they're out of the way when I pop it into the punch board, the reverse punch. There we go, one. Get that away, out of the way. And then we're just going to fold and burnish all our score marks, score lines. Yes, I'm very pleased when I got my order today, this week. It was the first of the new catalogue stuff, although I have to say this was more of an ink and card order. I have a list as long as your arm of the stamps I want to get from the new catalogue, but I just haven't got around to getting them yet because I needed to stock up on cards and ink instead. Okay, so when you come to stamp, if your stamp has a definite top and bottom to it, the ones I'm using don't, then you need to bear in mind, you need to work out which way the bag needs to go, and it's this. This is the back of your bag, and this is the flap that folds over to keep it fastened here. So when you're stamping, this will be the top of the front of the bag. Now for me it doesn't matter, and I'm going to use some white StazOn So these are photopolymer, and you do find that they stain, no problem. You know, there's not, it doesn't transfer colour. It just looks a little unsightly, I think. I might put a little bit more on here. When you buy the stays-on, the black is inked, but when you buy the stays-on, if you buy it with the refill, I didn't realise that it comes with no ink on the pad. So I was trying to stamp earlier and nothing was happening. So I'm just going to add a little bit more, and then you just squish it in to the pad like that, and hopefully that should be enough. And it's quite sticky stuff, so again, the first time I tried using it, it was sticking to the card and it was quite difficult to get off. So this is supposed to be random stamping. I think there's something about the human brain that doesn't actually let you stamp randomly, but hopefully it's going to be random enough. Right. And then put one there, and then we get the little one to fill, just to sort of infill the gaps. I'm just going to fold those in so I can see where the edge of the box is. Okay. Actually, that's better than the last one I had a go at, because it was really not random at all. And if I was doing, if I was doing ordinary ink, I would maybe do you know, 2 impressions with the one inking. Oh, I think that'll do. I like that. And I don't think we need that anymore, so let's just pop the lid on, out of the way. So I'm using, we have to do the extra bit of cutting before we make the bag. Now the reason I'm doing this is that I should have done it before I stamped on it, but if you leave it like it is, you'll find it's just, the sides are just too thick to fold properly. So you need to get rid of 2 centimetres on each of the flaps that are attached to the back of the bag. So if you get rid of 2 centimetres there, and it's easier to do it after you've folded and scored and notched out, because you can actually feel where the card ends. So get that out of the way. We don't need that now. But what we do need to do is make the bag. I'm going to use some fast fuse for this, I think. Should I, or no? I'll stick with Tombow. I like Tombow. But what you need to do when you're putting the bag together is just make sure that the top is really level, because if it isn't, then you won't be able to fasten the bag properly. So fold that up, and so start with the top like that, and then Tombow gives you that little bit of manoeuvring time like that. And on this side again, start at the top like that, and then with your hand inside, or you could use your burnishing tool. Just make sure it's got a really good strong adhesion. And then, because you've got rid of half the width on the inside piece, it should actually just fold perfectly in the middle. Just help it a little, and there you go. You've got a really nice neat fold on the inside. Right, now on the original bags I had quite a wide fastening strap. I don't know what you call that really, fastener. But I've done that because I've been able to do that because I've got scraps of card. Because I didn't really want to break into another piece of black card, I'm just going to use the strip that I'm left with. So you take your tag, your scalloped tag topper. There is a plainer one, but I like this. I think it's very, very pretty. And you've got about 2 inches here, and it gives you little guides for the middle. But if you're using a piece of card that's much thinner, turn it over and just make sure it's in the middle. Move it over a little bit, and then just push. And there you've got your topper. Now I know this is 5.5 centimetres I need, so with my scissors I've got 5.5 centimetres. I don't think I'll do it with the scissors, I think I'll do it with this. I think it might be a bit easier. So 5.5 centimetres is there. You could make it longer if you wish. There's no, you know, so that will fold over there like that. And because this is black, and I haven't done this on the others, should I do a bit of decoration on there? Nope, won't. Decision made, no. I need my black stays on, or black ink of whatever description. And again, this takes a little bit of getting used to. I was stamping earlier and finding that it was sort of squidging a bit. I wasn't getting a very good impression. So make sure it's inked. Yeah, that'll do. It's better than I got earlier. And again, lid on, out of the way. So we've got the tag topper. We need to cut this out with the 3/4 circle. We need some black card. I don't know if this is big enough. Yep, perfect. Like that. No, we don't, that's the wrong one. Should have done that with the inch circle. And then the scallop circle, which is the 1 1/4, is used for that. So they'll be labelled up, they'll be layered up like that, and then I don't know what to use, or you could use glimmer paper, Do you know what? I'm going to use glimmer paper. So, because I think with, hold on, I'm just, there you go. The reason I've switched to glimmer paper is because I think you couldn't really, that doesn't, does that work? Let's try, go for plan B, let's try a stamp with the high on it again, but let's try it in white on black. Looks a bit like chalk, I like that. Let's just pop the lid on. And then with the small circle punch, which is the 3/4, just cut that out. Like that, and then maybe with a larger circle punch, see what that looks like. Don't know, can't decide. No decisions. I think it's better with the, or is it better with the black on the white? No. I think, or maybe it's just, perhaps, I really shouldn't change my mind halfway through, but perhaps we can do it like this. What do you think? And then that would go onto there like that. Okay, we'll do that. So we'll put, I'm going to use, definitely using fast fuse on the back of here because there you go, makes life easier. So just position it where you want, but don't forget the fast fuse really does fuse quickly. So just pop that straight onto there with a paper piercer or whatever, because I've not got the paper piercer still. And I need some brads, and some candy dots. So we'll get the brad. Running out, I need to get some more. Pop this into the hole you've made, like that. Open it up, and then decide what colour candy dot. I suppose because we've got glimmer paper, we may not use a candy dot at all. I wonder whether this will work. Just gives it a, oh yeah, that I like. So with some dimensionals, which one was I going to use? What happens if we ink that with black? Should we try it and see? This is scary. Scary because I haven't used these things before. I'm a slow developer and I've lost the stays on anyway, so oh no, it's here. See what it looks like if it's inked in black. Turning out to be the project I intended, but do you know what? This is what creating's about. You start with an idea for something and it morphs into something completely different. That's better. So with some dimensionals, again they're not the Stampin' Up ones yet, but as you can see I've not got very many of them. Grief. I'm going to pop this into the middle of the gorgeous glimmery thing. Pop this into the middle of that, and then pop some more dimensionals on the back of here. And close the bag, and it will go through there like, if you've got it correct, and I probably haven't, have I? Is it in the right place? Yes, there you go. So there you've got your glimmery, your gorgeous diamond fastener, if only they were real diamonds, your glimmer paper, and your bag. So there you've got, I need a little bit more glue on the corner of that, but there you've got a black glam bag, I hope, a sunny, bright and sunny crushed curry, and the perfect plum. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, even though it wasn't quite as I intended. Hope to see you soon. Bye.